Welcome to another trip down Normandy Road where we catch you up with everything going on and around Swansea City. Still 2 matches in hand, still hovering in the playoff picture in the 3, 4, 5, 6 spots as we head into this particular double match week all over again. But we're going to talk about the double match week past before we get into the double match week coming up around the corner. We'll start things off with what happened in a bit of a shocker in what happened against Huddersfield Town, 4-1 loss. Here's your highlights, courtry of our friends at Swans TV and YouTube.
Yeah, we talk about goal scorers, what this club's at, but, Jason was unbelievable for us. Brilliant in that promotion, and the goals that he scored and the ability he had was excellent.
Unfortunately, Huddersfield have their own goal scorers amongst them, and they take an early lead inside 22 minutes. Fraser Campbell, the goal scorer, and Swansea City. Some questions to ask there.
Yeah, against the run of play as well, because Swansea have been the best side, but it just shows, if you switch off, the teams in the Championship still can hurt you. We've got a lot of bodies behind the ball, but he's just managed to get a shot off.
Just the one added minute. So there'll be many more chances. Burhan goes for it, and he scores!
Get in, son!
4th goal of the season. The free kick specialist hits it near post. Everybody expected it to go into the crowd. Thank you very much. Huddersfield 1, Swansea City 1.
And that's what we spoke about earlier on. And getting free kicks around that box with the quality that he's got, he's always going to hurt people. And me sitting here, I thought he was going to put that one far post where he wants to get bodies across to try and put the keeper off. What great ability that is to put it in that near post. Not much of a gap to put it in there. He's probably seen the keeper edge a little bit and he's made his mind up to put it in, but what great ability, and what a signing again he's been.
He may have moved into this ground in 1994, but also in that particular year Huddersfield locked horns with Swansea City down at Wembley, of course, in the Autoglass Trophy, 1-1 after 90 minutes. Swansea City winning 3-1 on penalties. So many as you think at home of those penalty takers you can remember. As Huddersfield get their goal back in front. Well, O'Brien it is, hit it firmly, left-footed, low. He's the one that lays it off. Bakuna touches it back.
Same again, it's come through bodies, Freddie can't see that way. When you look at it from that position, there is bodies in front of him. It's took a deflection as well, and
a chance now, and oh dear, it's 3-1. Acres of space in that penalty area, and Huddersfield, well, they weren't going to give up that gift that was put in front of them.
Yeah, we've been very open today. We've given these a lot of chances which we don't usually give, and the goals that, especially that one, it's an easy goal. Teams usually have to work very hard to break us down to get in, and today they have got in a lot easier.
Shot. Oh, 4-1.
Obviously the big loss there, especially for fans on this side of the pond, Jordan Morris. Jordan Morris heading back to the States to undergo surgery and rehab on his left knee, obviously out for the remainder of the championship and probably for a significant portion of the MLS season in 2021. Obviously, we'll keep you posted on that as well. And follow Jordan on all of his social media platforms to get updates on how he's doing after surgery and as he gets into rehab as we get into the 2021 MLS season. After the match was over, here was manager Steve Cooper.
Yeah, so first of all, just sum up what was a really tough and disappointing afternoon.
Yeah, well, it was exactly that, and we've only got ourselves to blame. Come off the basics today, both with and without the ball, and in the end, if you don't do that, then it can cost you, and that's what happened. And also the goals that we conceded. Yeah, although they were obviously good finishes from Huddersfield, the areas they got into was something that we worked a lot on in trying to prevent, because we knew it was coming. So that's disappointing as well.
Then a chance to rebound. A couple days later on the weekend, it was Coventry City visiting the Liberty. Once again, here's your highlights, courtesy of Swans TV and YouTube.
Into the crowd, and it's in, and Swansea find the breakthrough, and it's Ben Cabango with the 4th of the season. No surprise that it was Horahan's left foot that put it on his head. And the Swansea central defender, recalled to the side this evening in the absence of Bennett, finally finds the net for his side.
That's good movement from Ben, and he attacks it well. Doesn't have to do a great deal with a header. The keeper will be disappointed there. It's his own player that sort of bumps into him.
I think it's important as well, though, Chris, that Swansea go looking for a second rather than hope to hang on.
Yeah, they have to. It was a good turn there and strong run.
Corey Smith has just had a little stretch along the touchline, now in conversation with Steve Cooper. Calm, controlled play by Norton. On to Ayew, who does the same, opening up for Swansea on the left-hand side. Bidwell, he's got three arriving in the centre. One of them is Ayew, and it just doesn't come through, and it's scrambled out for a corner.
In that one instant there, had everything that he spoke about.
Jokeres sends it across field. Passes to his old teammate, Bidwell. Bidwell and Lowe charging downfield. Lowe comes inside, now then Lowe. Can he finish it? Right-footed. Oh, it's a whisker past the far side.
Play, Matty.
Let's see that now then. Does he fancy a shot himself? Left-footed. Oh, it's just wide.
Front foot again, stepping in front of the player.
Here's the free kick.
It's important they switch on from this now.
And it runs all the way and all the way wide, thankfully for Swansea City. It took a touch in the middle.
Got away with that one.
So let's talk to the guy who put it in the back of the net and made the difference. Ben Cabango faced the microphones after the match was over. Here's his thoughts about 3 points.
Well, Ben, your goal proved the difference in the end. What was a real closely fought battle tonight.
Yeah, like you said, it was a really tough game, to be fair. I remember going up there, start of the season, and it was a tough game, so we knew what they were about. They're a pressing team, active all along the pitch, and they got quality as well. So it was a great ball in from Connor as well for the goal, and I was happy to help the team and got the 3 points.
Now let's take a look at juice boxes and standings as we get you ready for the weekend. Starting off on Friday afternoon, Derby and Nottingham Forest. Derby County a favorite, plus 159. Both your draw and Nottingham Forest coming in north of plus 200. Then the action on Saturday. The early game at 7:30. Bournemouth hosting Watford at the Vitality. Bournemouth a bit of an underdog, actually, at plus 173. Your draw's a plus 230. And Watford is a plus 165. All of the other games are at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Barnsley, a big favorite, hosting Millwall at plus 120. Birmingham City at plus 181 as QPR comes to town at plus 161. Your draw's a plus 227. Blackburn a big favorite at home at plus 112 as Coventry City comes to town. Brentford a minus 118 as Stoke comes to town. Stoke's a plus 360. Luton Town a favorite, hosting Sheffield Wednesday at plus 134. Middlesbrough, slight favorite, as Cardiff City comes to town. Middlesbrough plus 161, Cardiff City a plus 185, and your draws a plus 220. Preston North End and Huddersfield Town. Preston North End at plus 140, Huddersfield Town plus 200 and beyond. Rotherham City a plus 184, the only home underdog this week. Reading comes to town. They were plus 158, your draws a plus 227. And the match that everyone's paying attention to on this particular show, Swansea hosting Bristol City at the Liberty. Swansea minus 122, Bristol City north of plus 385. One game on Sunday, Wickham hosting Norwich. Norwich a big favorite of minus 222 going up against Wickham Wanderers. Then midweek games again, March 2nd and 3rd. And just to give you the early numbers on the one match on March 3rd, it's the 3:15 Eastern game as Swansea goes to the Bet365 to take on Stoke. Stoke's a plus 156. Swansea is a plus 193, and your draw is a plus 211. Standings coming into the weekend. Once again, remember, Swansea City has 2 matches in hand on everyone around them as we get into match week 31 and 32 for Swansea, 33 and 4 for everyone else. Norwich, 1-4 in a row, top of the ladder at 67 points. Big group here at 2, 3, and 4. Brentford's lost 3 of their last 4. They're at 60 points, ahead on goal difference of Watford, who has won 4 in a row. They are in 3rd. Swansea 4th, 2 matches in hand at 17, 8, and 5. They've won 4 of their last 5 at 59 points. Big drop to Reading, who's 5th who's lost 4 of their last 5 at 51 points. Cardiff City has won 5 in a row. They're at 49, ahead of Bournemouth on goal difference, and then you have another grouping here. Bournemouth is 7th. Barnsley, who's won 4 in a row, is 8th at 48. Middlesbrough at 46, Stoke at 45, Millwall at 43, Bristol City, who's lost 4 of 5, is 12th at 42. QPR at 40 points. Preston North End also there, but behind on goal difference, takes you to 15th, and Blackburn, who's lost 5 in a row, they have completely pulled the parachute out right there. Nottingham Forest also at 39 points. They've won 2 in a row, but they're at 16th on goal difference. Luton Town 17th at 38. Derby County at 37, Huddersfield at 36, having lost 3 of 4. Their only win was the win we heard earlier in the show against Swansea City. Coventry has also lost 3 of 4. They're at 34 points and 20th. Birmingham City has lost 4 of 5. They're at 31. And your current relegation fight, Rotherham, who's lost 4 in a row, is at 29. Sheffield Wednesday is at 28, having lost 4 of 5. Wycombe Wanderers, who won their last time out, is at 23. So, enjoy the games over the next week. We'll give you 2 more to talk about when we come back this time next go-around. That's your trip down Normandy Road as we catch you up with everything on Swansea City. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy the games.